Join me as I dive into the wild predictions about Bitcoin taking over the world by 2025 and see if it makes sense of this crazy future. Bitcoin, the decentralized digital currency that has been making waves in the financial world since its inception in 2009. Despite its volatility, it has managed to establish itself as a major player in the market, with a market capitalization of over $1 trillion. But the question on everyone's mind is, can it take over the world by 2025? One of the biggest challenges Bitcoin faces is the regulations. The governments around the world are still trying to figure out how to deal with this new asset class, and the lack of clear guidelines is creating uncertainty among investors. Another major hurdle is scalability. The Bitcoin network can only process a limited number of transactions per second, which makes it difficult to use for everyday purchases. And then there's the issue of public perception. Many people still view Bitcoin as a speculative investment rather than a legitimate form of currency. All these factors combined make it difficult for Bitcoin to gain widespread adoption. Regulation is a major concern because it can either make or break Bitcoin. If governments impose too many restrictions, it could stifle innovation and drive investors away. But if they get it right, it could lead to a surge of adoption and prices. The scalability issue is also being addressed, with developers working on solutions like the Lightning Network and the second layer scaling. However, it still works in progress, and with all time, and it will take time to iron out all the kinks. And as for public perception, it's a catch-22 situation. The more people are educated about Bitcoin, the more they are realizing the potential. But at the same time, the lack of adoption is holding back education and awareness. Despite these changes, there are several factors that could influence Bitcoin's rise. Technological advancements, for instance, are happening at a breakneck pace. The development for faster and more efficient blockchain technology could make Bitcoin a more viable option for everyday use. Increased institutional adoption is also on the rise, with major companies and investors like MicroStrategies and Square investing heavily in Bitcoin. Then there's a changing consumer habits, with more and more people looking for alternative forms of investment and payment. The rise of decentralized finance, or DeFi, has also played a significant role in Bitcoin growth. DeFi platforms are offering a range of financial services from lending to borrowing, all on the blockchain. Whole new wave of investors who are looking for yield and returns. The increasing adoption of Bitcoin as store of value is also driving its price, making it more attractive to institutional investors. And let's not forget about the growing awareness about limitations of fiat currency and the need for an alternative. That could Bitcoin's breakthrough could be a major country adoption. It is legal tender. Imagine if a country like Japan and South Korea suddenly announced that Bitcoin was now as an official currency. It would be a game changer, opening up new opportunities for investment and trade. Another possibility is a significant partnership between a major corporation and the Bitcoin company. This not only increase adoption, but also provide a level of legitimacy that would be hard to ignore. So, what's the takeaway of all of this? Can Bitcoin really take over the world by 2025? I think it's definitely possible, but it's not going to be easy. There are still many challenges to overcome, and a lot of work needs to be done to increase adoption and awareness. But if the current trends continue, the stars align, we might just see Bitcoin become a major player in the global economy. Thanks for watching. I'd love to hear your thoughts on Bitcoin's future in the comments. And if you're here, consider subscribing for more videos on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency.